Makes my stomach.
Hello and welcome to KNHB Live. I'm your host DJ Commando, and as always we are here to interview the Iowa entertainment, businesses, and organizations. And I do have 3 guests with me today. Well, the first guest is a band. There are 4 members and they have been doing their thing for a while. And I'm going to let them talk to you about what they got going on and where they're going to be next. So let's give a warm welcome, warm KNHB welcome to 4 Day Creep. How you guys doing today?
Good. Good, thank you.
Good. So why don't you introduce yourself one by one and let them know where you're from.
I'm Rick Clay, the guitar player, and I'm from Cedar Rapids. Been there about 10 years. I'm originally from Indiana.
Nice.
I'm Troy Mitchell. I play drums. I'm born and raised in Cedar Rapids. Been there my whole life, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Sound like a bad thing, right?
Well, it's Iowa. So.
True. There you go.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm Amanda Marshall. I'm the singer, so I'm the least important here. From Dover.
Is it Marshall this week?
It's Marshall.
She changes her name.
Yep, that's it.
Aliases, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
Originally from Delaware County, kind of all over eastern Iowa, kind of. So.
Right.
John Boffman, I play bass, also from Indiana originally.
Nice.
Also been here about 10 years.
Nice. Who's your fans? Who's your fans?
Yeah, I was from Bloomington. So, IU.
Cool. So how long you guys been together as a band?
All day long.
That's a long time, man. Let me tell you.
Well, it actually started, I think, toward the end of 2013 that I met him and that one.
Him and that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are nice words.
You told me to keep it clean. It's,
Right on.
So, and then shortly after we got into 2014, I think, is when we actually formed, and then we got John in here because Rick and John had played together before. So it's been, yeah, I'd say sometime end of 2013, beginning of 2014.
Yeah, so it's been about 4 years, a little over now.
Nice.
Yeah, give or take.
Right. So what, like, say, as far as all the music you guys play, what influence you the most to do what you do, as far as music?
They're bossy. That's what influences us.
Right. Me and Rick kind of run the show as far as the music goes. Well, because we're the old guys.
Oh yeah, hey,
We've
the
been around a
OGs
long time.
We're the seniors. Every band I've ever been in life, I've been the baby, and now I'm the senior.
Yeah.
I'm actually
He's 8 days older than me,
him.
so.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
as far as music influence,
it's just got to be groovy, and it's got to be smoking.
it's anything that makes you do this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
When you're out there and you're like, anything that does that. You can laugh all you want, but that's the
We're a
truth.
rock band, but it's also got to be groovy and smoking.
Yep.
So
It's got to have a good groove, good hook.
And it incorporates a little bit of heavy in there too. I mean, it always feels a little bit bluesy, but heavy.
Right.
So,
Guitars are always out in front. We're on the
Keeping
harder side
yeah.
of rock and roll.
We're like a southern blues rock band, kind of swampy.
yeah, it's a Skinner on steroids.
Yeah.
There you go.
Skinner or Zeppelin on steroids,
Yeah.
There you go. Now, like, say, growing up, as far as music, who were like your favorite rock bands, or who your favorite bands or artists that you guys like were drawn to? Like, I want to be like them or her or him one day, and
Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin.
It was me. It was Kiss. People can make fun of me all they want. I don't care. It's Kiss.
Hey, don't feel bad. Kiss was my first group I've ever seen in concert.
I always wanted to be Paul Stanley. So.
There you go. You kind of look like him though a little bit.
Well,
actually, Nugent is.
Nugent.
Yeah, he's more Ted. He's more on the Ted side. I agree with you on that.
I get Ted Nugent all the time, that's okay. He's a little crazy.
I want to know what influenced Amanda.
Yeah, what did influence you, man?
Yeah.
This is where the age
New Kids on the Block.
Hey, I loved them. I was also listening to Billy Ray Cyrus. I mean, come on. I was 12. Give me a break.
That's right.
Like,
You were still in diapers when we were in high school.
mostly grunge, like Nirvana and Soundgarden. You know, Chris Cornell is a huge icon for me.
He doesn't suck.
So, which we're almost like within a day or two of
Anniversary,
a year since he's been gone.
Yeah,
so
true that.
that's my biggest probably.
Yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of classic rock, but you know, I was also went really into Rage Against the Machine. Really dig those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Rage.
We all have really different influences.
Yeah.
So when we do a lot of writing, and that all comes together, and I don't know, it makes for a very interesting original sound. We have our own sound.
You guys do, and you guys sound good too. I like listening to you guys.
Oh, I appreciate that. We all appreciate that.
So let me ask you, what was your favorite venue that you guys have ever played at? Like your favorite, like it's just like these are one of the best shows we've ever done, and I feel that way. Just
as a band or
as
individually?
As a band.
That's a tough call.
It is, and I think some of the best ones we have are actually coming. Like we got to play Conesville last year.
great.
That was cool.
John had to be at a wedding, so but we did do Conesville. It was a lot of fun, but I think the best ones we have are coming up. I mean, we've
We
got
got some big shows coming up.
we do. We're playing Uptown with Black the Sun next Friday, which is going to be huge. I mean, I've never played anything that big, so it's kind of a big deal.
Right. It sounds like it is too.
It's hard to pick a one big show. It's hard to pick because we've had some really good ones.
I mean, you could throw several out there if you want to, because like I said, you guys, I've seen you guys just play. You guys played at CRL, and you guys
Chrome
sound good.
Horse.
Yeah,
we had a lot of good shows. A lot of
Yeah.
outside venues that we've done have been really good. Played some good shows in Muscatine.
The veterans thing last
The
Yeah.
summer.
Veterans
I was
thing
gonna
last
say
summer
that.
was big outside.
Right
was a big deal.
downtown Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And we're doing the Evolve thing this summer, which is going to be a big deal.
Yeah,
that's going to be huge. That's going to be very
I
huge.
can't remember who's.
Fort Tornadoes.
Fort Tornadoes, thank you.
And Slap and
Sorry.
Tickle and Kevin Burt, and
Yeah.
there's quite a few of them that are on that Sunday bill.
A lot of super cool talent.
It
Very
sounds like
excited.
we're going to be playing on the Maroon 5 stage, which is
Yeah.
supposed to be gigantic.
Yeah, we're playing with those guys, yeah. Very cool.
That's cool. Definitely cool.
So we're excited.
So, like, say, okay, now, and you guys have been together for a little time now. Now, say if there's a group of people out there that want to become a band, and they need some influence or some guidance. What type of words or encouraging words or positive words would you give those guys?
Go back to school.
Right. Don't do it.
The first word that comes to mind for me, like starting a band, is what Rick, had said to me. It's family.
It is
I mean,
family.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to do.
Love it. Number one. Love what you do.
If you don't hang out together and act like a family and treat it more like a job, you can still be good, but it doesn't come off the same way. When we get up there, we're with each other all the time, and I think it shows on stage.
It does. I agree.
Right, because you guys got to rehearse and all that. And
We do.
get
And we
down and all
hang
that.
out, like, outside of the band. We do things together, family things.
so
Which
John,
makes us
because he's
tight.
got a million kids.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
to
you guys come over to my place though.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think it really helps to treat it like a family and hang out with each
Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta. I don't know. You gotta love it. You gotta want to do it. If it becomes a job, then it's no fun.
Right.
So
Because it's basically like passion and that type of stuff.
It is.
Exactly.
And I've played in many bands where it became a job. That's not fun. This has never been a job for me. This has always been fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have our moments.
Why do you look at me?
Because it's mostly you. But love you.
Yeah, we can fight like brothers.
No,
and
we do.
sisters and
We argue, but
you're back at it.
yeah, it's this band. I've been in a million bands, and this band is just different than every band I've been in. I've been playing in bands for 30 years,
Hey, stop talking. John had something to say.
I'm sorry, John.
Oh, you're good.
Everybody always leaves the bass player out.
I know it. What's
This
up,
guy,
bass player? Talk to me.
this guy's, he's the most important person in the band. Don't let anybody fool
JC
you.
keeps the groove going.
He is. If it wasn't for this guy, we would just be like,
It would be a hot mess.
It would be a hot mess.
He keeps the groove going.
He keeps us together.
The girls coming.
Yeah.
He's the pup.
He's
of
the young
band.
masculine guy that keeps all the girls coming. And,
So basically, if you left, all the girls would be like right out the door. Right?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I do.
I don't see him out there, but
Yeah. Well, it's
Well,
because
you're happily married,
Yeah.
and
Well,
you
not
got
that we
a
are,
wife,
but
so.
not that we are.
I shouldn't be looking.
It does
There you
fix the gray hair ratio in our.
Yes, there's some serious gray hair in the band. You wouldn't know it right now.
I'd say for new bands starting out, just play together. And I talk to guys who want to play with, they want to be in a band, and most importantly, just find some people and just go jam. You know, your sound will come to you eventually.
Yep.
If you don't know for sure, you just got to play with people.
Yep. Go to jam sessions.
Yeah. Get out there.
Watch other bands. I learn a lot of stuff from just watch. Go to our bad bands, and I'm not putting any bands down, but you learn a lot just watching other bands.
Right.
It's amazing what you can pick up from just watching other bands live.
And you bring up the jam sessions, and that's
Jam
how
sessions
we
a
all
big
met.
deal.
Was
Yeah.
from a
Nice.
jam.
Very
Yep.
nice.
So-
Those open mic jams where people get together and that's
Yeah,
how,
there's a
that's
lot
how
of
we
talent.
met.
Right. Because they say like there's people that come from different places all around, and you know they come in with guitars and drum sets and all type of stuff, and
Right.
just let's rock out.
Yep, and they do. They just get together and they just make up songs and they jam. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
And it's very interesting too because you don't never know how a person sounds.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Like okay, all right, he's getting on the drums. I got a guitar. Let me see. I wonder if we can click. You know?
Right. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it don't.
Right.
But it's a jam session, so you just
So you gotta think on that
Right.
state of
Oh
mind.
yeah. No,
it's just a jam session.
You just gotta have a good time, man. Just have a good time with it.
And Amanda, she was in she did a lot of karaoke stuff. She'd been in a couple bands, but not real serious things. And when we first started talking, I said, man, you got the voice that I want to work with. And
Actually, I think
my
Andy
wife
said that.
Yeah.
She's like, you gotta talk to that girl. Because I was looking to put something together, and then so we started talking, and she mentioned that she hadn't been in a lot of bands and not for a long time or anything. But yeah, I told her, I said it's gonna be different. It's not what you think.
And we're hard on her.
You know, especially some people that get up and do karaoke, singing and stuff, but you don't even realize what's involved in the band besides just the playing.
It's true.
Right.
I think dealing with egos from the old hats over there.
Right.
Just
We
the
don't have
bossy-
egos.
You're bossy.
We're
And
bossy
that's-
because we
You have a bossy ego.
we are bossy.
Just a little bit.
We are, but not in a mean way.
Right.
Just in we have a direction, and Rick and I have been doing it a long time, so we
Right.
know how stuff works, you know.
Right.
So we're not trying to be jerks.
Bossy ego. That's what it is.
Actually,
We're a little bossy. I'm
all
not gonna
three
lie.
of us, including John. John's played for a
Yeah.
number of years.
Yeah.
He's the youngest out of all of us, but he's got a lot of years under his belt playing.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
And
nice.
Amanda was kind of new to bands in general.
Yeah.
But
And,
she's really come into her own.
Right.
Good.
She's really became an amazing front person.
Oh,
And a
you
singer.
do love me.
I do. Of course I do.
Yes,
Well, for a minute.
it's not just about the singing; it's about
No,
working the crowd.
it's not. Yeah, it's not just about her vocal ability is amazing.
It's not all
Oh,
about
I
me.
know, because I went to see it when I went to see Slap and Tickle at Chrome Horse in Newbo. You got up and sung with them. And
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
right there in front. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, she's killing it.
Yeah, and she's a great front person, and
Yeah.
she's snarky and snotty, and
Well, we
It's
can have
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, we
I
have
mean,
fun.
It's not, like when we first started, I was really nervous because, like I said, I never really did a lot of this, and then when we started playing, it was like I would get really nervous when we would first start, and then he'd hit some drums or he'd start doing the guitar, and it was okay because they're all here. I know they're here, but it was just it took a while to actually finally just let it go and it's okay because we're all together in it, and it's still fun. I mean, it's not like going to work every day where you're just like, so
Oh, I know.
I've never had that
You
issue.
dread punching the time clock, that kind of stuff.
right.
I've been in those bands.
Yeah,
So
I know that's right.
it makes it a lot easier to just find the personality to be up front. And I mean, we all have kind of a
We have a
good
chemistry.
dynamic.
Yeah, we have a
So-
really good chemistry,
That's
which
what
is
it's about.
really hard to find in a band.
True that.
It is
Definitely.
very difficult to find.
And that's why they put up with me.
And me.
And now it's probably the first band you've written songs in. Now we're writing songs.
Yeah, we have
We're
some
in
great
the
songs,
right
and I don't need to-
studio, and
Yeah,
Toot
big
our own
shout out to
horn,
Kevin
but every-
Wright.
yeah,
Definitely.
I saw he was here a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah, we're recording with Kevin. That's-
Good deal.
And we're actually going back in tomorrow and finishing up some songs.
Good deal. Sounds good. Now, quick question: where did 4-Day Creek come from? Where did the name come from?
Well, there's an old band called Humble Pie.
Mm-hmm.
30 Days in the Hole. Well, one of their songs was called 4-Day Creek, and we all liked it, and we all thought the name
We
was
play it.
cool, and we actually play that song.
Nice.
And said, let's make it
There's a
band
meaning to
name.
the song, but we should go into that.
Right.
It's not very child friendly, I suppose.
No.
What was it originally? They actually covered that song. It was an old Etta James
No.
song.
Yeah.
Was it?
No, it was Ida something.
Oh, yeah.
It was Ida Cox, I think is what her name is, but
Okay, yeah.
it's different.
It's an old- yeah, it's an old blues
different.
tune.
Yeah, and
So
Humble Pie took it and Humble Pie-fied it.
Right. So he was like, we want that name.
Right. And we kind of play like that. And we kind of sound like that.
We do.
really do. We sound
Yeah,
like, if
just
you,
like that.
anybody's familiar with Humble Pie,
Right.
check them out. That's
Yeah.
kind of what we sound like. I think,
Yeah,
which is not a bad thing.
Right.
which is who Peter Frampton used to
Yeah, Peter
play.
Frampton.
Mhm. Yep. Sure did.
Steve Marriott's one of my heroes
Steve
too.
Marriott.
Nice. Well, to close out this interview, man, go ahead and shout out how they can get a hold of you as far as booking, hearing more of your music, that type of stuff. And if you want to shout out what's coming, like as far as if you guys got an album or CD or anything coming out, go ahead and promote yourself. This is the time.
What we've got, obviously, Facebook, 4-Day Creep. At the
Spell out the word for.
Yes,
Yes,
F-O-U-R.
F-O-U-R. We also just launched a website. I'm still tweaking a few things on it, but it's 4daycreep.com. And then we've also got Instagram. So we've got a few different ways to get a hold of us. But the album, I don't know when we'll have that out.
Catfish Grandma.
Yes, it's Catfish Grandma.
You got the name of the album.
Nice.
Songs,
Yeah.
We got eight or 10 songs ready to go. We're just going to get it finished.
Yeah, we've got 3 of them that are just about ready to be completed, and then hopefully we can start getting the ball rolling for the rest of them so we can get the album cut this year.
Nice. Well, it is great to talk to you guys,
Thank
man.
you.
To do this interview with
Yeah.
you guys, man. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure
to talk
for
to you
us.
guys too. And you're more than welcome to come back when the album is dropping.
We would love
Get
to.
you back on, man. So I thank you guys for coming through.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. So stick around, guys. We'll be right back with our next guest. Don't go nowhere. All right, y'all, and we're back right here at KNHB Live. Your host, DJ Commando, sponsored by T1 Entertainment. And why I bring up T1 Entertainment is because he is a sponsor of this show. And also, we have two artists that is under T1 Entertainment. So let's give them a warm KNHB radio welcome, live welcome at that. To my guests, Luke Kane and Alicia Monet. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Don't start.
I know that's right. Don't start.
I'm just getting it.
It's all good. So you guys introduce yourselves, who you guys are, where you're from.
Alicia Monet, Cedar Rapids. Been there, born and raised. Oh, not born. I lied that quick. Born in Chicago, but yes, was raised in Cedar Rapids. So, yeah, all my life.
Me, Luke Kane, born and raised halfway Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, but
Nice.
I reside in Cedar Rapids. You know the ratchet.
Nice. That's what's up. So we're gonna start with you, Luke Kane, since you're right here. Basically, what got you into doing music and being an artist?
You know what's crazy? Like, you want to hear all of it? You want to hear a little bit?
Just
whatever.
Whatever you want to say. It's up to you.
No, I started young, man, when I used to dance and stuff. Like, so I used to dance a lot, you know what I'm saying, to get my little head going, you know what I mean? But as I got older, I started, generating the music itself, you know what I'm saying? Me and the guys would get together and freestyle a lot at the crib and to any beat before we even knew what an instrument was. You know, that's how it first started. You know, we would freestyle for hours in the crib, so that's how it first started. And then I went with my cousin to Mississippi, and it became let's do this every morning, let's do this every night. And then I came back in with the guys, like, I know how to do this, so now let's run with it. But you know, it came a long way, man, from just the freestyling and the bassiness and all that. So.
Nice. So what about you, Alicia? What got you into doing music?
Mine's kind of different. Church, mainly. I grew up in church. After that, I was like, oh, you know what, I want to sing. So then a few years ago, I did Dream Girls down at Theater Cedar Rapids, and that's when I became really serious, because after the show was over, everybody kept saying, like, what's next? And I didn't have the answer. But I'm like, nah, I can't stop now. You know, I got to keep going. So that's when I really got serious. But I've always loved music. Sang in the church, did little solos, Colonels, gang, don't start again. Did little games, national anthem, stuff like that. So yeah.
Nice. Definitely nice. So as far as, like you say, being an artist, is there any artist that you two would like to work with or get beats from, that type of stuff, or produce to get beats from that type of stuff?
It's a lot of them I want to work with.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah,
that's mine.
You can be up for that
Alicia
challenge,
Keys.
though?
Yes. She can teach me a lot.
Nah,
like,
you gotta get it ready. Be ready.
Boy, Alicia Keys, honey.
Yes.
Alicia Keys.
Nice.
I love Fantasia too, Jennifer Hudson, but yeah, I think Alicia Keys is my number one.
For you, okay?
Man. I'm gonna say now artists, because I mean, like, if I really wanted to, we'd be all day with who I would want to.
Right.
Weezy for sure. That's my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? But like right now, I say A Boogie, YFN Lucci. You know, some of them guys. You know, not too into the little any of them right now. But they got some hot hits. But I do something with them if they was willing to do it with me.
Right.
Willing to do it.
Right.
But I do it with them, man. There's a lot of them out here. I do it with them.
Nice, exactly. So as far as, like, say, you guys been artists and stuff like that, doing what you do. Like, say if somebody came up to you guys and said, I feel like, I'm good. I could be a rapper or a singer or something like that in the business. What type of, encouraging words or positive words would you give those type of people? You start with you, Luke, on this one.
So if someone come up and ask me?
Yes. Like what kind of positive advice or anything encouraging to...
Someone just hit me in my inbox and said this too and asked me. And I told them, like, you got to really just be, what my boy Young Easy told me, he say, sell yourself, man. You got to sell yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got to become a product. Like, you got to be, you know what I'm saying, everything, you got to put all into it, though. Like, you can't halfway do it. You can't want to do it this day, want to do it that day. All right, I got it. Now you got to all the way. So that's what I've learned from it, and that's what I'm gonna tell them, like, put your all in. So go for it.
Yeah, that I think I would say the same thing. You gotta want to do it. You gotta love it. You gotta be able to invest into yourself, not financially just yet, because we don't quite have it all. But you gotta want to step out and do some things, you know. So, I mean, with me, well, I just love it, and that's what I'm saying. You have to love what you do, and if you don't, like, that's where you mess it up anyway. So.
Right. Right. Plus, on top of that, what I tell, you know, even like just anybody wants to get in the music industry, make it your business too as well. You know, try to be a business, because, you know, that's at the end of the day, that's how you make your money. And do that type of stuff too as well. So, you know, and like I say, you know, Lou, you've been traveling and stuff and doing your thing, and, you know, getting radio stations and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, you got to get out of
travel. A lot of traveling, man. It costs money, but hopefully we get it back. But you gotta travel. I've learned that you gotta travel, man.
You gotta get outside.
Get your city first, but then travel, man. For real. While you're doing it, it's fun.
Right, it sure is. And it's definitely like meeting like radio personalities, all that type of stuff, and different artists. Yeah, that's cool.
Networking.
Yeah, there you
all
go.
of that.
And you definitely got a network.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Hardest too.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah.
is. You gotta know how to go talk to them people when you're out there.
Right.
You was like, hey, I want you to, you gotta,
Right.
man.
Sell yourself. That's
you gotta
so
go into it
hard.
like you know you got it. Like, listen, man. Hey.
Right.
I learned that when I went to the A by myself. I was in there like, all right, I'm just gonna go up to her and then before you know it, I'm sitting in VIP with the lady who's running the whole show. So it's word of mouth. You know, what's the saying for it?
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Closed mouth don't get fed. That's the truth, man. That's definitely the truth. Now, quickly, what brought on the situation with T1? How did that come about for both of you guys?
Well, first, Alicia got on there, and I was like, I'm how you got?
Well, I've always known Tone, and he also do quite a few things for Boys and Girls Club. I've been working there for quite some years, and so him and Lori had got into a few things that they have done, and so he said, this is how he approached me. He said basically he's been following me, he's heard a lot about me, and he wants to basically invest. He loves what I do. He wants to help me in my craft. He's been through it so much. So at first, I mean, I've been through the whole like manager thing. I'm like, you know, this man full of